Last minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Jenny, you're all set?
Yep.
Put your finger. Where'd it go? It's
That's why I put it.
He took my clock away. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this wonderful meeting of the Tuckerton Borough Council on May the 19th, 2025. Madam Clerk, would you please read the Open Public Meetings Act statement?
Yes, provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act have been complied with as notice was published in the Beacon and the Asbury Park Press stating the time, date, and place of this meeting.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Breland.
Present.
Mr. Martin.
Here.
Mr. Colangelo.
Here.
Mr. Diemar.
Here.
Mr. Dupre.
Here.
Mr. Peterson.
Here.
Mayor Marshall.
Right here.
Thank you.
All right, please, let's stand for the flag salute. Go.
Ryan, you're
My bad.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, everyone. You like it there? Yeah, I do too.
That's why I left it there.
Oh. You're gonna forget it there, huh? Okay, this evening, our first order of business is to appoint a new police officer. So I will ask Councilman Peterson.
Thank you, Your Honor. A resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Matthew Cox as a full-time police officer. I move that resolution. Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution. I need a motion to accept. Do I have it? Yeah, and I have a second, I'm sorry. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, very good, let's go. All those people there and only one person comes up to stand with you? You don't want more people? You can have as many as you want. Is that all right? Okay, so you're gonna stand on this side, and then we can read this together, and you've got to put your hand there, so this works better. Okay, I, and state your name,
I, Matthew R. Cox,
do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
Doris is the one who usually makes sure that's all right for me. That I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and the governments established
and the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people,
And that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of police officer
of police
for
officer
Tuckerton Borough.
for Tuckerton Borough,
Let me add that in there. According to the best of my ability, so help me God.
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
There we go. That's it. Oh, that's important. There we go. Well, I like that blue as well. All right, now let's put this over here, and you're going to sign your name right there on that top line.
The top one.
Mhm. Okay, I'm going to sign down here. You know, all those years in school when your teachers were teaching you handwriting.
It's a little slow.
All right.
He was sick that day.
Have your pen. If anybody wants to take photos,
Pictures,
come on, take
yes.
pictures if you guys want right now. You can. Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Mom.
Oh, yeah, just to see. She can see.
Oh, what are you doing?
Ready? Oh, yeah, one more. Yeah, no, that's what I told him.
Just in time. I'm not smiling, girl.
That's it? One more picture?
I think we got everybody.
All right.
It is certainly wonderful to see so many of our officers out here. You are a very impressive line back there. Thank you for coming.
Congratulations again.
Thanks.
Next, I have a proclamation designating May 17 to 23, 2025 as Safe Boating Week. And we have some of my friends from there coming up. Stand right here. Yes. Good to meet you. Yes, it's very nice to meet you. Yes. And of course, you've been my friend here for a long time. All right, here we go. It's not too long. Whereas recreation boating continues to increase in popularity, and residents and visitors of Tuckerton Borough derive benefits from the activity and its related commerce. And whereas the increased participation in the pastime emphasizes the need for greater attention to boating responsibility, courtesy, and attentiveness to decrease recreational boating accidents and fatalities. And whereas the majority of boating accidents are caused by human error or insufficient education, and whereas over 90% of boaters who lost their lives by drowning were not wearing a life jacket. Whereas the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary support and provide recreational boating safety programs and services for the general public, which result in a safer boating environment. Now therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Susan R. Marshall, Mayor of Tuckerton, along with the Tuckerton Borough Council, in recognition thereof, do hereby support and proclaim National Boating Safe Week, May 17 to 23, 2025. I encourage a year-round effort to promote safe boating and urge all those who boat to wear it and practice safe boating habits. And I would like to present you with this proclamation, and it's all signed and sealed, and the seal's gonna come off if we don't push it down. It's nice and fresh, that's right. And thank you for coming. Would you like to say anything to our audience tonight?
Oh, it's nice to be here tonight. My name's Steve Esposito. I'm also a councilman down in Stafford.
Oh, okay. We won't hold that against you.
No, no, you're neighbors.
Yeah, we're neighbors, we work
Yeah.
together.
Yes, but it's good to be here along with Susan and you, the borough, to recognize Safe Boating Week. It's really important, especially our waterfront towns.
Yes.
You know, everybody's got shorelines to protect and ensure boating safety, because
Certainly.
up by where we are, it gets a little, it's like the Wild West. The
Oh,
police
yes.
tell me up there.
Yes. Well, my husband spent 30 years in the Coast Guard, and that
So
was,
you know.
that's what he wanted to do when he got out, graduated from Southern, and we traveled around a bit.
But it's a good thing. I mean, we promote safe boating, we do vessel exams. If anyone needs a vessel exam, see Sharon right here, and you know, remind boaters of what they need to do out on the water and keep everyone safe, especially with the kids. I mean, they got to know how to have enough life preservers on that boat and do the right thing, and
Sure.
no DUIs. You can have that out there as well. But thanks again, everybody.
All right,
We
well-
appreciate it. Thank you for the proclamation.
Yes, well, thank
We'll
you.
proudly display it.
We do this every year, don't we, Pat?
Yeah, well, thank you, Mayor.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you,
you. Very
Council.
nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Same here. Thank you.
Okay. Next, we have business to do. Let's start with Councilman Vreeland.
I have nothing official this evening, Your Honor, just want to wish everyone a safe holiday weekend this coming weekend.
Okay, that's fine. And next is finance. Councilman Martin.
Thank you, Mayor. I do have 4 resolutions this evening, and then I'll have a couple announcements under committee reports as well. So my first resolution will be payment of claims for this month. This month, we're paying $989,785.39. Of that, $554,000 plus is for the Ocean County levy, and Tuckerton Elementary School's levy of just over $332,000. So that makes up the bulk of our money going out this month. I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing payment of claims in the amount of $989,785.39, and I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Uh,
Oops, you have one.
Yep.
Sorry.
The next one has to do with the sewer main replacement on Daddy Tucker Drive. I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton in the County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, determining the form and other details of its note relating to the Water Bank Construction Financing Program of New Jersey Infrastructure Bank, to be issued in the principal amount of up to $1,275,000 and providing for the issuance and sale of such note to the New Jersey Infrastructure Bank and authorizing the execution and delivery of such note by the Borough of Tuckerton in favor of the New Jersey Infrastructure Bank, all pursuant to the New Jersey Infrastructure Bank Construction Financing Program and in connection with the 2024 sewer main replacement Daddy Tucker Drive project, and I move this resolution.
Second.
All right. I'm glad you have to read that, not me. All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution as read. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
My next resolution is a very exciting one for those of you that are following along. We did receive, or are receiving $4.5 million in federal funding to do a living shoreline along Little Egg Harbor Boulevard, what we call the spit of land. So this is a resolution asking to be able to insert that money into the budget for this year. So I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing a Chapter 159 for the United States Department of Commerce National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, otherwise known as NOAA, grant into the 2025 municipal budget, and I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, so I have a motion and a second on this resolution as presented. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then my final resolution for this evening is another Chapter 159 for the Clean Communities Grant. I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing a Chapter 159 for the fiscal year 2025 Clean Communities Grant for the 2025 municipal budget, and I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second on the floor. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
And then that's all I have until.
Can I just add real quick that the amount is $12,270.07?
For the, yes, Clean Communities Grant, sorry.
Okay, and you have something back from boards, right?
Yes, I
All
will.
right. That, very good. Now we move on to Public Works, Water and Sewer, Councilman Colangelo.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be reading 4 resolutions this evening. The first has to do with awarding a contract for the Daddy Tucker sewer main. Second one has to do with appointing a laborer to the Public Works Department. The third one is support for a resolution opposing the MJ Pact, which has been circulated wisely, a copy of which will be posted on our website. And finally, we're going to authorize the purchase of a 54-inch zero-turn lawnmower. Also, the Public Works yard will be closed Monday, the 26th, Memorial Day. And the Ocean County Department of Solid Waste Programs for 2025 added another one, and that is the boat flare disposal. The first session for which you must register is in Waretown on June the 1st. The household hazardous waste is the 24th of May at Stafford. And the first round of the document shredding you missed. The next one is October 18th in Little Egg Harbor. Will you post that on the
I
website?
certainly will.
Thank you. Okay, a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a contract to the Mathis Construction Company, Inc. for the SFY 2024 sewer main replacement project, Daddy Tucker Drive. Mathis Construction, Inc. submitted the lowest responsible bid in accordance with the bid specs. Said bid being in the amount of $523,240.74. I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution as presented. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Abstain.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Okay, have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, appointing Brandon Kelly as a full-time laborer in the Public Works Department. I move this resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Finally, I have a resolution for Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, opposing the New Jersey Protection Against the Climate Threats Resiliency Environment and Landscape Board, otherwise known as NJPAC, and I move this resolution,
Second.
a copy of which will be on our website.
All right, so I have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Okay.
And the resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the purchase of a 54-inch zero-turn mower. 2 bids were received. Tractor Supply submitted the lowest price quotation in accordance with the specs, the bid being in the amount of $3,999. I move this resolution.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that's all I have, Your Honor.
All right,
Thank
thank you very much. Moving right along, you have a lot of work tonight here. Okay.
Thank you, Mayor. I have 4 resolutions also to read tonight. The first one is for purchase of an ambulance. The second resolution is for the purchase of equipment for the ambulance. The third one is a resolution for an application for a LEAP grant program. And the fourth one is a resolution from the state supporting the Revolution, New Jersey. First resolution is for the purchase of the ambulance. And the resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a contract to VCI Emergency Vehicle Specialist and authorized vendor of HGAC National Purchasing Contract number AM 10-23 for a 2024 Ford E450 Horton 553 remount type 3 modular ambulance. The bid price on this was $195,000 even. I so moved.
No second.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second on this resolution as read for an ambulance. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Abstain.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
The second resolution is for equipment for this ambulance we're purchasing. The equipment, the main piece of this equipment is a power load cot and then other equipment for it. So it reads, resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding purchase of a power load cot and equipment for an ambulance to Stryker Emergency Care. The bid price for this was $118,808.29. I so move.
No second.
All right. I have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Abstain.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Third resolution is for an application for a LEAP grant. This grant is for It's for emergency equipment. It's actually for first responder type operation. It reads as resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing the submission of a grant application and execution with the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs for the Local Efficiency Achievement Program, LEAP 2025 grant. The grant is worth $400,000 over 3 years, I think. Is it 3 or 4?
It depends, right now it's just, you know,
Okay,
it could be up to 4.
I saw this. Good.
All right,
I'll second.
a motion and a second. Let's vote on this resolution, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Abstain.
Okay.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Right, the last resolution, this is from the governor. This has to do with our 250 year celebration for the United States, our government. So it reads as a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, supporting Revolution, New Jersey. I'll read some of the paragraphs here. Whereas Governor Philip Murphy and the New Jersey State Legislature created Revolution, New Jersey in 2018, a plan to encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States. New Jersey's pivotal role in the American Revolution and the contributions of its diverse people to the nation's past, present, future. And so the Borough of Tuckerton hereby endorses Revolution, New Jersey, and its mission to advance the role that history plays in public discourse, community engagement, education, tourism, and scholarship of New Jersey. The council commemorates the 250th anniversary of the establishment of the United States as an independent nation. The council authorizes the Pride and Celebration Committee to develop a plan for this commemoration that will promote the maximum involvement of our residents, neighbors, neighborhoods, businesses, schools, civic organizations, and institutions in the commemorations. The council further urges all its residents to reflect upon the significance of this event and the role that our state and its diverse people have played in the history and development of our nation, and to participate in this important commemoration, endeavoring to include the stories of all those whose lives are part of the history of what we now know as New Jersey, and understanding that the revolution continues today as we uphold the revolutionary ideas articulated in our founding documents. I so move this.
I'll second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second supporting this Revolution, New Jersey, as requested. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay,
That's all I have.
that's it. All right, fine, thank you very much. Next, we move on to administration and regulation. Councilman Dupree.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have several items this evening. In your agenda packets, obviously, we have the minutes from the previous meeting from April 21st, 2025. Any council member have any additions or corrections in the minutes? There being none, I so move that we accept the minutes as written.
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second to accept the minutes. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, we have a resolution adopting the hazard mitigation plan. A resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, adopting the Ocean County Multi-Jurisdictional All-Hazard Mitigation Plan. I so move that we adopt the plan as written, and it will be on the website as well, so everybody can read that.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second that we accept this plan. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
And Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to call forward Deputy Chief Runza with the fire EMS report.
Good evening, Councilman, Mayor, thank you again for having me. The Parkertown Fire Company in the month of April answered 10 fire calls and 19 EMS calls. Excuse me, that was for April. The fire company was invited to attend Tuckerton Lumber's open house, which we did, and we had a very good time. Thank you very much for having us. May 31st, we were also invited to attend the residents of Paradise Cove, and we will be there with our trucks. All right, lastly, the fire company has reopened its junior firefighter program, and we will be promoting that throughout the borough for any children to attend and become a part of the fire company. This is designed for a career path if they so do choose. All right, and that was it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
And then, the final, Your Honor, the construction zoning code enforcement, monthly report. Permits issued, construction 42, rental 8, resale 8, transfer title is 1, zoning 13. Inspections performed, construction 42, bulkhead 3, plumbing 16, electric 23, complaints 2, zoning 3. On-site inspections 20 were performed, violation notices set were 7, working violations were 4, violations cleared were 3, phone complaints we received 12, housing inspections were 11, bulkhead inspections 1, and OPA requests also 1, and that's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. You're always very thorough, and we appreciate hearing all these things, and also for you for coming as well. Moving on, Law and Public Safety, Councilman Peterson.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have 2 resolutions to read tonight. The first one's for the purchase of 2 police vehicles, and the second one is for a remanufactured transmission. The resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton County of Ocean State of New Jersey awarding the purchase of 2 2025 Ford Police Interceptors and associated equipment to Gentilini, if I say this right, Gentilini Motors. I move that resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this as presented. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And the second one, I have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, awarding a contract for a remanufactured transmission for a police car. I move that resolution.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I also have the monthly activity report for the police department for April 2025. Calls for service were 283, arrests were 16, motor vehicle stops were 123, motor vehicle summons were 73, motor vehicle accidents were 11, medical was 27, suspicious persons and vehicle checks were 19. And that's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, fine, thank you very much. Thank you for everything. And, let's see, that's good. And that's done also. So now we're finished. It's my turn. I have something that I have a person that I would like to present to you this evening and tell you he is a senior at Pinelands. Jack, would you come up, please?
Yes.
And Councilman Breland and I, wherever you're tall, were at your presentation when you became an Eagle Scout. And that is a phenomenal thing to achieve. And this is, I'm going to put these in the back of the room. You can take a look at them. They are from, look, I even saved the plate because it said Eagle Scout on it. I thought that was wonderful. But I was very privileged to be able to, let's go, please go take our picture. And I just wanted to present to you this young man, you know, a person who has grown up in Tuckerton, and we are just so proud of you and what you have accomplished. And I remember when your son achieved this honor as well, and it is something to really, to be proud of, something for Tuckerton. So, did you take the picture? Well, he's quick. Good. All right, we'll leave these things right here. And what are your plans after high school?
I plan to attend Norwich University with a 4-year NROTC scholarship. And then after that, I will be commissioned as a Navy officer.
Very good. We're proud of you, and we just want you to know that. I told him, I said, you have to come to a council meeting so that I can show you off as, you know, what kind of kids we have growing up here in town. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And congratulations, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
Yep, all right, I'm gonna put this stuff right here.
We'll take care of that. Congratulations, it's a great honor.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so, that was what I had for this evening, and I do thank you for coming. He wants to stay for the whole rest of the meeting, so that's wonderful as well. And now I will turn it over to Mr. Connors.
Mayor, I have nothing this evening.
You snuck in here, and we thank you for coming every meeting and guiding us when we have questions. All right, Madam Clerk.
I just have one thing this evening. I have a raffle application from the Pinelands 4th of July Celebration Committee for a raffle they will be holding on July 10th, 2025, and they're requesting waiver of fee.
I make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, I have a motion and a second that we, was it waive the fee?
It's approve the application and waive the fee.
Okay, approve this application.
Yep.
And then waive the fee.
Yes.
So roll call vote, please.
Mr. Breland.
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Abstain?
Mr. Colangelo.
Yes.
Mr. Diemar.
Yes.
Mr. Dupre.
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
Yes.
Thank you. And that is all I have this evening.
Okay, very good. So we are, now, you said you have a report?
I have a couple, yes. First, I'm gonna say, in acting and filmmaking, they call it, I believe they call it hitting the mark, where there's like a piece of tape down on the ground. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a piece of tape down on the ground, so
Okay.
when you bring people up,
Oh,
they're on camera.
oh! I'm
Because they
sorry.
keep running and trying to turn it. Yes, so for Pride and Celebration, I'll go back to the resolution that Councilman Diemar did for Revolution, New Jersey. Pride and Celebration will work with the New Jersey Historical Commission to try to set up something, you know, really special for next year, commemorating the 250th anniversary of the United States. As you know, you're a member, and so am I, of the Pinelands 4th of July Fireworks Committee as well.
Right.
We've already started discussing trying to do something kind of really over the top for 2026 to celebrate that. So we're going to be fundraising really hard to try to put on the best fireworks show that Tuckerton's ever seen
That's wonderful.
next year.
Okay,
So that's along with that. Other things with Pride and Celebration is Saturday, June 7th, we're hosting the 6th annual townwide yard sale. So we have, at last count, I just got an email actually right before council started, but we were at 16 homes already registered for it. So we're well on our way. Last year, I believe we had just over 30. So I expect we'll be even above that. It's all day on Saturday, June 7th. There is no time. It's whatever you feel like doing. There are no fees to be a part of it. If you want to be put onto the list and onto the map of all the participating homes, please email me at bmartin@tuckertonborough.com or send us a message on our Facebook page, which is Tuckerton Pride and Celebration. And then one final thing for Tuckerton Pride and Celebration is that this summer we'll be having the Friday night concerts series will be held at the All Wars Memorial Ball Field over on Bay Ave. Work has started on building the stage that will be able to be towed on and off the field there. A special thanks to Tuckerton Lumber. They didn't necessarily give us the lumber, but they gave us an amazing discount that allows us to be able to build this stage. So they're an integral part. Same with the Jacques Cousteau Center, which is part of Rutgers. They were essential in getting us the second trailer to build the stage. So a lot of people coming together to help to make this happen. I think it'll be a cool feature to have the Friday night concerts right in the center of town. I'll just have to talk with Kaylin and the Environmental Commission about what we can do for bug control.
Yes.
at the ball field. And that's all I have for committee reports, Mayor.
Okay, very good.
I also have something I'd like to add. I would like to thank the Tuckerton Gardening Club. They have a very aggressive schedule. They're going to be doing this fall, beautifying the town. Also, the Uplanders Association. I'd like to thank the work that Paul and his team have done beautifying that area and keeping that Veterans Park, nice looking. So.
That's good.
And,
Yes.
they work hand in hand with the Environmental Commission committee, so I'd like to thank them for all their hard work. We have two members that are here tonight, as is Paul. I'd like to thank them for coming out this evening and showing support. That's all I have.
All right, very good. Yes, I'm sure we'll be hearing from them later too. Very good. And it's nice to see all groups working together.
It is.
And that's a big help. All right, I think we are, any other reports? Okay, so we'll go on to public forum.
Motion to open
Committee
public
report?
forum.
Pardon me?
I want a committee report for environmental.
Sure,
I have something.
okay.
Paul Solomani, 20 Edgewater Drive. At the environmental committee meeting, we talked about the planters downtown, putting native plants in. Mr. Dupree offered his services with his Kubota. I'll be down there and helping Caitlin out also. I also had a conversation with this gentleman here at our last council meeting about starting a trust account for an environmental committee, so they can raise money and the money can go into an account. I'm gonna talk to you after the meeting about that. We also had a DEP ambassador show up. He's a college kid. They got him running around, listen to everybody's problems with dredging and whatnot. That was very good. And Frank brought hopefully a future grant writer for us to write a grant to get work done on Thompson's Creek. And I don't know if Lander Lagoon and Thompson's Creek are going to be married together with that money you just got. That's one question I had, and I guess I'll answer that later, but you want to answer it now.
So the money that we got is for the spit of land out at the
Okay,
end of
so
Little Lake.
nothing to do with
It's
Thompson's
not
Creek,
with,
okay.
yeah, it's not with Thompson's Creek or Lander Lagoon.
Okay, everything else is for later, so we'll talk about all the stuff there.
Okay, all right, fine, thank you. And thank you for that report. All right, we're ready for public forum.
Open the public forum.
Second?
All right, I have a motion and a second to open public forum. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, anybody opposed? No. Can't do that. All right, so we're open for comments from the public at this time, and you will be limited to 5 minutes per speaker. Hello there, how are you? It's been a long time since you've been here.
I know.
Yes, welcome back.
Health and weddings. And it's good to see everybody. Carolyn King, 84 Curly Road. First thing, as most of you know, the TVA painted the benches along Green Street and up at the park. But Buddy told me yesterday that they were up there and 3 of the benches under the pavilion were stripped. Somebody stripped the paint off. They left the white on the concrete. Do you know why?
Permission was not given for those, and those were bought specifically by individuals for the past
Okay.
ones. and they asked that,
Oh, okay, that's, yeah, so they, Buddy was under the understanding that we were gonna bill all of them, so apologies for that, and I'll make sure that they're aware of it. They do look nice though, they're nice and bright and good colors and
they did,
And-
they just, the woman just asked that,
it's, we just didn't know why.
yeah.
And we wouldn't have done it if anyway. And the nicely paved road, to my next point. I know there was a sign on the other side of 539. Myself, I get to Green Street, I get to Main Street, I make the right or left, so we weren't aware of it. And I know some of the people along Green Street, like literally lives on Green Street, weren't aware of it as well. I know in the past we've talked about the use of Nixle, and I think the borough still does have a Nixle account. And I guess what a lot of us are wondering is why we don't use it.
Would you like me to answer that question?
Yes, please.
So that's, I have no say over when they come and go. It's a county road.
Yeah, I
county
understand that.
project. Honestly, we weren't really even notified until like the day of that they were doing it. They were doing it at night.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
perfect the way that they did it, you know, except that I think people literally on Green Street would have made different arrangements.
They should have, usually they send letters, they go, door to door and hand out letters. Earl is the contractor, they're very good at doing that. But we were concerned because we have some brittle water lines under there, to different homes. But they, it's not required or anything like that. If I'm made aware of it, but I don't wanna put out a Nixle either, and then they change it on me either, and then I look even worse to the group, so.
And I think the question was broader than just this paving, but is there a plan going forward? I get Nixle alerts from Ocean County, I still get them from Burlington County, Maple Shade, Cinnamon, because I'm nosy and I wanna know what's going on where I used to live. But we very rarely see anything from the borough when things are happening, even other towns, like the concert series.
I don't put anything like that on
Yeah.
Nixle, cause it's only, personally, what I was told by when I went on Nixle was that it's really for emergencies, notifications, because how many times do you get text messages that you come in and you're like, I'll check that out later. So I don't wanna bombard people with all that stuff. We have our Facebook, we have, our wonderful new website, so we try to put the concerts on that. The last one I just did was the Heron Road paving that
Yeah,
we
we
knew
saw,
that was coming in.
yeah, we saw it,
So
yeah.
I do try to get that onto Nixle as soon as
So-
possible.
I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna put words in your mouth. So there's no plan really to use it for anything other than emergencies?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you for the 4.2 million?
4.5,
4.5,
even better.
even better. I know this is gonna be a tough one. What happens next?
We will start,
Right?
so next we can actually start having Owen Little and Associates to start designing the actual project. That would be the next step in it. And then I'll be in touch with Anthony as far as like the TVA goes, as far as where we're going with that.
So we are in an election year, so the final election will be, I think, in July.
And you're running for president.
I
That's what I
am
heard.
not, but I am running for second vice. Renee Giella will be running for president. Bunny, first vice. Nancy Alwart, secretary. Anthony Pino, treasurer. I think I got them all. But yes, so that'll be July 21st. I think that's the date of the next meeting. And to that point too, our concert series also starts. I know I'm a month early, and I'll be back in 2 weeks, but June 21st. And of course, everybody is welcome. So, and let's see, benches. I think I got everything that they told me to ask for, so thank you, and it's good
Can
to
I
be
just
back.
interject about that 4.5 million? Please don't expect it to happen overnight. I just got
It'll be done
why
next week, Karen.
Just,
Was restraining myself.
the reason why we knew about this
Yeah.
a long time ago, but I can't put a money in our budget until I get an actual award letter. So I was given that award letter 2 weeks ago through NOAA. They actually officially came out and said, this is your award, and we were able to move on it. We're just very, very in the infant stages, and although there's plans in place, Owen Little has to really do the work on it, and we couldn't start that until we got the award letter, because we don't wanna start charging money on something not available yet. So it's very, very, very early, but, I think it said it has to be finished by, at least I'll give you that date, and that'll help a lot of people out. Where is my NOAA resolution? Sorry.
As long as I don't get dinged.
March 31st, 2027.
March 30.
2027.
And just, an add-on, do they know how far it's going to?
That will be what we're gonna deter, roughly, we set out to the 77 timeline. But that was just, what we had given, Congressman Van Drew to put in for. Now, because they have said, okay, you've got the 4.5 million, it's definitely yours, please move forward. Now we're gonna have Greg from Owen and Little to go out and actually do the hard work to say whether we're going out to the 77. That's what we're trying for.
Right. So it'll go past where, the part that's underwater?
Yes.
Right, but will it come around, like, over onto the Knoller? No?
Well, we can't go on private
Yeah, I
property,
know,
but
but
yes,
how
that's
far?
the plan, but.
Okay. 'Cause
Do you remember the plan, like the rough estimate, rough draft back, when Councilman Schwartz was here and he had that's the plan we went off of.
okay,
Now we just have to have the engineer actually put it to our plan
okay,
to get that
all
done.
right,
But it costs money to get the engineer to do it, so I needed this award letter first.
okay, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you.
Round two. Ballot. Also online, 20 Edgewater Drive. Want to talk about potholes, Sam. We have our meeting. Some of the neighbors complaining about potholes.
The ones that have circles around them, they're slated.
I was gonna ask you if you want me to put circles around them, actually.
No.
I got out there with spray painting,
Yeah, they're
decorate the streets for you.
down there, yes, they are, they're on the list.
All right, well, I'm gonna spray paint another one over by my house. One of the neighbors on your street was complaining about a bad one down by his house.
Yeah,
Um,
we're aware of it.
okay, is there a concert schedule, Brian, for,
First concert's July 11th.
or is there a
It's not published yet, I will have that out.
Okay, so I just saw one for the island, all the
Yeah.
different parks, which is cool, because you can send around everybody.
I sent the list to the county's Carousel of Music,
Okay.
to see if we can try to get published on their list, but
All right, now, this is probably a combo question for Jenny and you about Thompson's Creek. And are you guys chasing any grants? Are we gonna use this new grant writer? Where are we going? Besides nowhere.
I haven't chased any grants for it.
There's no grants out there right this second. Actively, BRS has always been looking for it. They are our grant writer. It's Brownsfield redevelopment, I think, is it? They're always actively looking for, there is no dredging grants out there
Well,
right now.
shoreline restoration, whatever you wanna call
So,
I'm doing that through the
Yeah,
coastal resiliency.
there's that part component of it that we are constantly working with, I think you had a meeting with, I forget the company's name that you had a meeting with. And when the new one opens up, the new grant, which they had gotten in Stafford, what was the name of that, Brian? Where like they talked about, it makes.
Yeah, so it's for the green, cause it's more about the plantings and
Yes.
taking carbon out of the air.
Taking the
than it
carbon
is-
out of the air. They were able to put a component into that with dredging. So once that opens up again, we're gonna try and go for Thompson's Creek. However, the problem with Thompson's Creek is state of New Jersey will not designate it as a navigable waterway. That's what I always keep
it. It's the
getting
same
brought
old
back to.
story, this has been going on for years,
I
it's getting
know.
old. like, really old.
I know, but,
So do I have to go after the state now?
it's always gonna be them, and again, that's where it always falls on deaf ears from back when,
Well, Van Drew said the town council is responsible for getting the grant, that's the information we have. So it fell back on you guys, unfortunately. And, you know, I hate to bring this up in public, but sometimes that needs to be done. And
But he's not wrong though. It is up to us to apply for the grant and try to win the grant.
right, but then
but they gotta provide the grants.
if it's
But-
not a navigable
But
waterway.
we don't do a grant for ourselves, like, it's still, we're applying, asking for money from the state. So we've gone nowhere, so that's why I'm trying to take a different avenue with it, going through the Coastal Resiliency Coalition,
Okay,
to go that way, because if we can basically get their support for something like that, that holds a lot of weight when we do apply for grants. So like the one that Stafford got, so the next round of that isn't until next year, till
Correct.
2026. There isn't a 2025 cycle for that one. So we can't even apply for it until
it
2026.
does, okay. All right, thank you.
You're on the scene for us, it's just what we're given and what we can take, we're trying.
Well, we have this little DEP kid here, we feel this brain full of ideas, I don't know if it's gonna do any good. I would like to get him over to our party so we can talk to all the neighbors, but, like, again, I don't know if it's gonna do any good. We have people in the State House that are some of our neighbors' kids who are doing, internships, and they're in there too, so, we'll see. Thank you.
Anyone else? Mr. Everett, good evening.
Hi, I'm Lee Avery, 121 Lowland Terrace, Tuckerton. First thing I'd like to, that's 4.5 million for that shoreline, that's a big deal. And I think should give a big thank you to everybody that had a hand in getting that, because it's such a pain. That's been going on for years. For 10, 15 years now, talking about it. So whoever did that, good job, you know who you are. One thing I wanted to ask about tonight was things with different salaries here. Like I saw where you have a new hire for a labor mechanic for public works for 70-some thousand. And the person might be worth 10% of it, and that's a good thing, but my concern is morale with the public employees down there, because you have people that have been there for years, just got over $50,000, a year, and they're making way less money, and I think the borough needs to get their salaries up a little bit. I mean, these guys are working every day, 8 hours a day, and how would you feel if somebody came in off the road, got 20-some thousand more than you did? See, you understand what I'm saying? I just don't see how the other employees are gonna think that's fair and how it's gonna do any, give them a good feeling for the borough down the road. And, the other thing I wanted to ask about was is there anything going on with this township manager investigation? Last time I was here, investigation was in progress? No?
Haven't heard anything.
Nothing going on?
I'm sorry, was that?
Is there anything going on with this township manager? Last time I asked you, said it was under investigation.
It is now pending.
Okay, so the borough's not looking at anything anymore?
I think that'd be safe to say, yes. Pending litigation.
Okay.
As you know, there's litigation that's been filed.
All right. Well, one thing I wanted to mention too, like in 2000, this is along salaries also. In 2022, the township manager was up for a $50,000 salary. In 2023, according to your salary resolution, it went up over 20% to $61,200. That was an increase of $11,200 that year. And then in February of 24, there was a demotion for the DPW manager that was making that money. That's February of 24. 2 months later, in April of 24, the salary resolution gave him $67,855, which is over a 10% raise. And then the next month, you did that after the executive session came out and rejected his resignation and terminated the guy. So my question is, do any of you people read the paperwork month to month to see what's going on here and check out these numbers? I mean, really? Is this the way we run a town? Think about it. Thank you.
Anyone else this evening? Mr. McCain?
Your Honor, I had asked for a quick meeting after it's dismissed with regards to the property that we were discussing today. I need the guidance from counsel and the attorney.
All right. That's an executive session, correct?
Yes. That's fine.
All right. Anyone else?
Doris?
Dave Ryan, Dave Gothenberg. Just curious, why did the concerts go from the Seaport down to the ball field?
So that we're on borough property. So
Well,
moving
isn't
it,
that borough property? That's
the Seaport? No, the Seaport's not borough property, the Seaport is Tuckerton Seaport property.
Okay, 1 second.
He said he can't hear. If you could speak in the microphone.
Okay, but we had him here for so long, is there gonna be a problem with the music and the neighbors? Cause I remember when Tuckerton down at the Moby Dick, we had a band and they would call and complain all the time, so.
Concerts are from 6:30 to 8:30, so they're done by 8:30.
Yeah, we did that too,
Yeah,
but some people don't.
so we have no, noise ordinance until I believe it's 10, right? I'd ask you, but it's 10 o'clock, so
There's no, we don't have.
we don't have a time even?
It's not a time, it's just.
Well, then I'm moving the concerts to 3 AM.
That's fine.
But we'll be wrapped up by 8:30, which is before it's even dark in July and August.
But what about like traffic? Like if people, catch on and you have a lot of traffic, and it's more of a residential area.
It's actually nicer now that the ball field's being used. I live
Yeah.
right on
Oh,
the
I
corner.
know, I've
and
lived here for a
there's-
long time, I
right.
know
have
that, but I'm
ample
just
parking.
saying, I know what happened when we had music down at the Moby Dick. And people weren't happy with it, because they were down for the weekend and they didn't like it for some reason, but, and I just think a lot of traffic going down, they have. People, there's a lot of kids in that area too, so.
Well, we're gonna try it. This is the way,
Okay,
this is the
I
plan
just,
for this summer.
I see it for so long, I just don't know why,
Well, we don't know
The
the rest of
dockside also has music, and you can hear it right in our neighborhood.
Yeah. So it's
Right,
going
we haven't had any
to
complaints about that yet either.
different people, I guess. I do remember answering the phone back then, so, okay, thanks.
Thank you. All right. Anyone else this evening?
Doris?
Go wake her up.
She's calling you.
Okay,
Move to close the public forum.
Second?
all right, I have a motion and a second to close public forum, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Maybe we adjourn?
No.
You need to recess. In the event you have to take action.
And I need to actually read the resolution before you do anything, just yet. So, motion to close, and then I'm gonna have a resolution of the Borough of Tuckerton, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, providing for an executive session in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act to discuss
Enforcement.
enforcement issues, for the Borough of Tuckerton.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second on this resolution that was just read. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so we're going to have a recess,
Recess.
and then we will come back again. Thank you very much.
Motion to recess.
Motion to recess, second.
Motion and a second to recess, all in favor? All right. Now, I'm All right, I will call you soon. Thank you for.